Hey everybody, I just wanted to give a little update on just what's been going on. A lot of you have been praying for me and, just being so concerned and so sweet, and had kind of an unexpected surgery last week, and so I just wanted to give an update and let everybody know how that's been going. And since it's really hard for me to see anything, I just thought it would be easier to just make a quick video, really plain and not exciting, but informative. So I'll just kind of give a little bit of a background and then let you know and explain to you what has resulted from this surgery last week. I want to apologize for the way my eye looks because it looks really gross, and it is. But I gotta tell you that it looks 100 times better than it has all week, so that's a good thing. So anyways, I had an eye muscle surgery, my 4th surgery on my eye back in January, and I went back to the doctor in Baltimore to have a post-op exam, and since he was not pleased with the results of that surgery, things had worsened, and so he decided that he wanted to try it, kind of a 2-phase surgery thing. So I went into that appointment not expecting anything like that. I was just kind of didn't have any expectations. I didn't know what to think. So I was really surprised, and on top of that, he had just happened to have a cancellation like 2 days later. So he let us have that, and we stayed in Baltimore and went for it and had the surgery, and it went safely, but the results of it aren't what most people are expecting, and that's what I kind of wanted to explain myself, and just so it made more sense to everybody else who have been, just so caring and concerned and praying for me and stuff. So what happened was, before my surgery in January, I had about 10% single vision, and then after that surgery it went to maybe 15% single vision, and then after this surgery on last Thursday, I have maybe 1% single vision. So I really can't see well, and everything is, there's 2 of everything, so it's just really takes a toll on you, on your mind, and just on your body, and it's just really weird. And after each surgery, it completely changes your vision, and your eyes are in a completely different place. The muscles are, so it changes the way that they work together and the way that your mind understands what you're seeing and all of that stuff. So now I'm just kind of letting myself rest, not expecting a whole lot of change. And that's the thing with this, is that most people, you think with surgery that it just will result in good things and go on from there, but this isn't how that's not how it works with this kind of thing, and it's on a step towards being better. But that's the other thing with these procedures or whatever. It is how it is. Mechanically, it's going to stay the same. It's not going to change a lot. If it does change, it's a very slow change to where I'm not even going to be able to barely notice. So now we came back home, and I've just been chilling, really kind of tired of it, but I can't, my parents have been awesome. I can't really, not really allowed to do stuff by myself. I definitely can't drive, can't really read a whole lot. I can't watch TV very much or anything. Can't really look at anything for very long. Sometimes they let me walk up the stairs by myself, but I'm pretty much always with someone all the time. And if I'm in public, I definitely have to like hold on to someone the whole time because I just can't see anything and I can't see well. Not that it's not the clarity of my vision. The clarity of my vision is fine. It's just the way that my eyes are working together. They don't, basically, is they try really hard, and even though this other eye is perfectly fine, your eyes work together. They're a team, so it's going to affect the other one just as much. So it just completely screws up the way I see everything, and I know that's already understood, but it's probably going to be like this until I have my next surgery. So I should be going back to the doctor in May. I'll find out for sure when, and then we're going to see if I'm going to need to do another surgery, which I think I will. One thing that my oldest sister had told me before was that, you don't need to stop and assess your life right now. You don't need to stop and evaluate where you're at in life right now because you're in the middle of basically like a marathon, and you need to just keep your head down and keep looking right in front of you. Don't worry about what's ahead of you. Don't worry about how you're doing on something or how you're lacking in something, because life isn't normal right now. Life isn't the way that it usually would be. Just staying focused on what's right in front of me is what I'm trying to do, and really trying to keep a good attitude and be patient. That's something that I struggle with a great deal right now with, is just having patience and having a good attitude and not getting, just not being rude and taking it out on other people, or, just taking it for what it is and knowing that life happens. And that's the thing with all of this, is that I don't want to ever belittle anything else that is going on in other people's lives, because I know that there are things that are so much worse than this. I know that there are problems and life circumstances that are so terrible and so much harder than this, and that's not something that I would ever belittle or say that my problem's harder by any means. But it doesn't mean that it's not painful, and doesn't mean that it's not challenging, because it is. And one thing that I don't want to just come off as someone who is really, really super positive and really, everything's fine, not have that kind of, yes, I do want to stay positive, but I also want to be very transparent. I want to be very honest about how I feel and how I'm experiencing things, because I feel like that is something that's important, to be genuine with how things are really going, and not just, have some kind of facade of some false sense of, that everything's fine. But I just wanted to, with that, I wanted to say that this is by far one of the scariest things I've ever experienced. It's by far one of the most difficult physically. It sucks out joy. It is frightening. I have no idea what's going to come from this. I don't know. Of course, my hope is in the Lord, and there's something about His love for me, and something about how much that He loves me, and how much I can never grasp the amount that He really does love and care for me. It's still at the same time, because this is life, and because things like this happen, it doesn't make it any less difficult to handle in the sense of the pain or the reality of waking up every day and, being able to not be bitter, or being able to not be a negative Nancy, or be able to just be a little bit positive for one day, or just to be happy, or just to not feel like, stuck in a pit, or not feel like you're just not yourself, or not just feel excited to do life. And I just want to point out that it is very difficult. It is very overwhelming, and I find myself crying all the time. But that's the other thing about it, is all of that pain and all of that frustration and confusion and difficulty is very real. But at the same time, I have a God who I have put my trust in and surrendered my life to, and who loves me so much, more than I could ever imagine and ever be able to understand. But I know, by knowing Him through Christ, that He is taking care of me. And I've seen it all week, all week. All that to say is that I just really appreciate all of your prayers and all of your encouraging words, and just your love and your affection and your concern has just been so good to my heart and my soul. And that is what I value so much and so highly, is the love of other people. And God's been providing fiercely. He's provided so much just lately, just in the last week. So many great joys, so many blessings, so many good, sweet faces that are practically strangers in our lives that have made this week been so good and so wonderful. My parents have been unbelievably amazing and great. But just thank you to everybody. I'll keep you updated. I'll try and somehow write more about it later. But for now, I'm just going to take it one step at a time and just, deal with today, and just be thankful for what I have. And that's what I really am trying to do, is just be really thankful. And just because things are hard and I might voice that, doesn't mean that I'm not thankful for the things that I do have. I'm very thankful for those, and just can't wait to see what God does with this stuff, and can't wait to see how God uses this stuff in my life that seem like junk and that turn out to be something beautiful. So I love you guys so much, and hope you're doing well. Oh, and I wanted to say, just because this is going on right now, and that I have this kind of prayer request towards other people, please don't hesitate to voice things to me and, give me something to pray for. I would love to pray for you guys if there's anything that is going on, no matter how big or small. It does not, that's not what I care about. I care and I want to pray for you guys. So if there's anything I can be praying for, please let me know. I would absolutely love to, and I really want that to hit home, and for you guys to feel comfortable asking me to pray for anything. I really appreciate you, and yeah, talk to you later.